Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Vadarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Puna Puna Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Verse number 265. Sambodhamatram parishuddha tattvam vigyaya sanghe nripavaccha shaigne tadasrayasvatmani sarvada sthito vilapaya brahmani vishwajatam. I repeat one more time. Sambodhamatram parishuddha tattvam vigyaya sanghe nripavaccha shaigne tadasrayasvatmani sarvada sthito vilapaya brahmani vishwajatam. The translation is, having realized oneself as supremely pure knowledge, free from ignorance and its effects, like the king in an army, and resting that knowledge, and being ever established in oneself, merge the objective universe into the Brahman. Say that one more time translation. Realizing in this body the knowledge absolute, free from nonsense and its effects, like the king in an army, and being ever established in the own self, by resting that knowledge, merge the universe in the Brahman. So this is the topic for today. We have studied very important 10 verses for meditation or realization, practice. How to practice? Shankaracharya did a great work. Now he says, having practicing this meditation, thus realization will happen. And next procedure is, he says, Sambodha matram parishuddha tattvam. So the Brahman, which is absolute knowledge, only knowledge. Only knowledge means no knower and no known. Free from all ignorance and its effect. How does one get this absolute knowledge? The question is pure knowledge. So let's understand some process. Known objects, they are without, and knower is within. Body is the center point. Body is the center point from where within and without are assumed. Body is our limit. When we are identified with body, then within and without happens. So our limit is body. Understand that you are not limited. You are not in the body. Vice versa, you think. You are not limited by the body. Body is in you. You are everywhere. You are like space. And body is in you. You are not in the body. Then within and without, this concept will disappear. If you are not identified with the body, then there is no within and no without. And if there is no within and no without, then there is no known and no knower. This differentiation of knower and knowledge, knower and known, will not remain more. This is the purity of the knowledge. Parishuddha Tattva, pure knowledge. And another point is, body is important for realization. Start discovering yourself in this body. Body stands for 5 seats. Body does not mean only gross body. Body means 5 seats. If you really want to recognize this Brahman, your body is media, and it is always with you. Body also can represent for all universe too. So it is a very important factor for realize a seeker. Body is a very important factor. Vigyaya Sanghe Nirpavat Sanya. Now see, Shankaracharya gave example like a king. King is in his army, and you can easily understand which is a king, because king has special chariot, special royal umbrella, special security, special clothes. Everything is special for king. Here we are watching, we are experiencing the world. And think deeply. Yourself is not common. Yourself, I mean self. Brahman. Brahman is not common. The world is common. Objects are common. To know the whole universe is not possible. To know whole universe is not possible. Where everything you have to know separately. No whole world is not possible. One thing you can know, another would be unknown. Here is a mass of things, unlimited objects. No one is able to know whole universe. No one could know. No one will be able to know. The universe is always same. We can know it partially, not completely. We are always trying. Science always trying. Science is always trying. We are also always trying in our level best. But the universe still is unknown. I remember one thing. There was a great knowledgeable person who was dying in the beach of ocean. He was supposed to know everything. He had big crowd of followers. And in this last moment, he was asked by a senior disciple. Disciple said to the master, to the knowledgeable person, he said, I have last question to you. Can I ask? If you permit, he smiled and he said, yes, you can ask because it is last question. The question was, have you known everything of this world? He took few drops from the ocean and said, I know this much only. The whole ocean is left. No one can know the whole universe. We have known few drops. The all universe is left. But why? We are trying our best. All mediums we are using, which has been given by God and which have been created by us. We are using all instruments, all devices. Still, we are not succeeded. Because this is the nature of the world. No one can know the completely universe. And very strange thing. Very strange thing is, only self can be known. The universe cannot be known completely. Only self can be known. The world cannot be known completely. It is against its nature. And vice versa. On the other hand, Brahman cannot be known impartially. Whenever you will know Brahman, you will know complete. Brahman, you cannot know half or some portion. You will know all completely Brahman. Vigyaya Sanghe. So this reality, this supreme reality is everywhere. It is shining everywhere for everyone. Nothing is secret. Brahman has nothing secret. The universe is very secret. Very secret. Puzzled. No one could solve it and will not solve it. The universe is a puzzle. Brahman is open. no any secret for everyone, everywhere. Only thing is we are trying to not to understand. Listen my words. I used these words intentionally. We are trying to not to understand. It is very extraordinary. It is a height in this universe. It is a height in these five kosas. But its existence is very unique, very special, like a king. Like a king. The speciality, the privilege of the king, you can recognize very easily. This is the king. Nirpavach Sanya. And Sankaracharya says Vigyaya. Vigyaya means having known that Brahman and hold on this. Having known, hold on this. It means this meditation. Keep going always. This thought should be remain in your mind constantly. And resting that knowledge, another thing has to be done by you. The all universe merge in the Brahman. So, resting that knowledge. Sankaracharya used the word Swatmani Sada Sthito. In Gita, Lord Sri Krishna used the word is Sthita Pragya. Sthita Pragya. Sthita Pragya means the one who has established his own essential nature. Sthita Pragya. And Vilapaya Brahmani Vishwajatam, then all universe, all the universe, duality, delusion, will merge into Brahman. How? See the simple process. The sadhak, the seeker of the truth, closed eyes, sit relaxed, and start thinking. The all structures. Suppose there is a building, 100 stories, and it collapses. Then what happens? Before there was building, now there is no any shape, no any name. Just there is earth. So all structures will go to back into earth because these all structures are made by us using the earth, and earth will go to back into water. Water will go to back into fire, fire in air, air into space, space into Mahatattva, cosmic ego. Then the cosmic ego into Brahman. And cosmic ego merge into Brahman. The all process you have to do in your thought process. Then alone Brahman will remain. All duality will disappear. You will be alone. Now next one. Buddhau guhayam sadasat vilakṣanam brahmasti satyam paramadvitiyam tadatmanayotra vaset guhayam punarna tasyanga pravesha. I repeat this verse one more time. बुद्धौ गुहायां सदसद् विलक्षणं ब्रह्मास्ति सत्यं परमद्वितीयं तदात्मनायोऽत्र वसेत् गुहायां पुनर्न तस्याङ्गगुह प्रवेश. See the translation. In the cave of intellect, there is the Brahman, the supreme non-dual reality, distinct from relative truth and untruth, one who dwells in this cave as Brahman has no birth. See the translation again. In the recesses of the intellect, there is the Brahman, distinct from gross and subtle, the existence, absolute, supreme, the one without a second. He who lives in the sky as Brahman, for him, O beloved one, there is no more existence into the mother's womb. Buddhu guhayam sadasat vilakshana. As we discussed in previous verse, our body is the most important medium to find out absolute truth. Brahman is everywhere because the word meaning of the Brahman is everywhere. Who is everywhere? Biggest. But this could be found only in intellect. Means if someone wants to realization of the Brahman, intellect is the medium. Not only intellect, very sharpened intellect. Very sharpened intellect will be needed. What intellect does? It has power to discriminate real and unreal. Intellect means the capacity to discriminate between two objects, good, bad, real, unreal, sin, merit, anything. This power has only with intellect. So intellect can discriminate what is real, what is not real. But this Brahman is beyond of both. Sad asad vilakshanam. This Brahman is not real and not unreal. So here real and unreal means gross and subtle. This is not gross like waking states objects, and it is not subtle like dream world's object. It is beyond of them. That is the reason one should have sharpened intellect. We can understand gross world, and we can understand also subtle world also. But this Brahman, this reality is beyond of them. So we need more sharpened intellect. And being a student of Vedanta, you are fully aware what does mean by sharpened intellect. Sadhana Chatushtaya, Sravan, Mana, Nididhyasa, etc. Then, then you can realize it. One can understand what is truth. Buddhau guhayam sadasat vilakshana. If someone realizes in cave of intellect, so this is a poetic way. This is just a way to describe a poetic way. Like there is a cave, interconnected cave, very big cave, and there is secret thing. Here, the only thing is your intellect is like a cave. And there the Brahman is residing. When someone realizes in the cave of intellect, then duality between seeker and sought will finish. Seeker and sought are not two. You were searching yourself and you found yourself. You found that which was never lost. Very interesting thing. You are trying to find out that which is not never lost. So Shankaracharya says, Brahmasti Satyam Paramadvitiyam Buddhau Guhayam Sadasat Vilakshanam. It is very different beyond of both. And if someone once realizes this fact, then it becomes also Brahman. And its result would be Vila Natasya Punarnatasyanga Guha Pravesha. The master says, oh my dear, Anga means dear. Oh my dear boy, if you have understood that, if you have realized that, having realized this fact, then you have got your purpose of life. See, the purpose of the life has been achieved. You have thought, what is the purpose of life? We never think. We never think what the purpose of life. We only think how to live. We thought only how to live. But we never think why to live. What is the purpose? We need money. We need home, medicine, security, property, family, friends, education, and so much more. For what? Only to live life. Live life. So these all things are medium for living of life. Your education is not the purpose of life. It is just a medium to live. Our job, our property, money, everything. How to live. But why to live? What the purpose of the life? We never think. So we use our means as a goal. Our means becomes for us as a goal. So property is our goal. Money is our goal. Job is our goal. Education is our goal. These all are not goal. They are just medium. So think, what is the purpose of the life? We try to collect them. They all are the medium. It's okay, but it is not purpose of life. We do not have time to think about it and do something to achieve it. The purpose of the life remains unfulfilled. Then we have to take another birth. another worth, another worth. You have to complete. You have to achieve your goal. You cannot withdraw. You have to achieve this purpose. Shankaracharya says, Natasya punar angaguha pravesha. If someone achieve this purpose, if you have achieved this goal of life, then there is no need of birth. Liberation happens. He goes beyond transmigration. No transmigration because there is no purpose for your body. Now, next one. ज्ञाते वस्तुन्यपि बलवती वासनादि अनादिरेषः कर्ता भोक्ताप्यहमिति दृढायोस्य यासि संसार हेतु प्रत्यक दृष्ट्या आत्मनि निवसता सापनेय प्रयत्नान् मुक्तिं प्राहुस्तदीह मुनयो वासना तानवम यत. I repeat again. ज्ञाते वस्तुन्यपि बलवती वासना अनादिरेषः कर्ता भोक्ता अहम इति दृढ़ा यास्य संसार हेतु प्रत्यक दृष्टया आत्मनि निवसता सापनेय प्रयत्नान् मुक्तिं प्राहुस्तदीह मुनयो वासना तानवम यत. The meaning is, even when the truth is known, there remains powerful, beginningless, deep, residual impressions that one is the doer and the enjoyer, which is the cause of rebirth. That impression has to be carefully removed while living in an inward state of steady identification with the self. The annihilation of these impressions here and now is called liberation by the sages. See the translation again. Even after truth has been realized, there remains that strong beginning substance impressions that one is agent and experiencer, which is the cause of one's transmigration. That impression has to be carefully removed while living in the Brahman with a constant identification with the Supreme Self. The sage called that liberation, which is attenuation of vasanas or impression here and now. Now we are going into new chapters. The chapter is give up vasanas. Give up vasanas. First, we have to understand what vasana is. What does it mean by vasana? Vasana means translation is impression. The translation is available. Translation is impression. Like before some time, we used to carry a camera with roll and you click a picture. You don't know that time what is going to capture. So very carefully we did it. Now we have so advanced camera. There is no need any roll. You can check immediately. You can delete. Though there is no impression, just positive. We have digital camera. But before that time, we used to use the camera like a roll. And in that roll, when we click something, the expression, the image of that object will be captured. And then we develop it and we take photo, a positive copy. So thus, this impression, which is in role of the camera, impression is one, image is one, but you can develop many photos. The image has capacity. You can create unlimited photos. Object is not inside. Object is outside. Here in your camera roll, there is only one image. You can say it is impression. It is a vasana. Vasana. Like sometimes you cut union, and having cut the union in your knife, there is smell of onions. Direct contact of the union is not this time, but smell is there. Some subtle impressions is captured in your knife. Same, our mind is like a camera roll. When we see object, when we listen a word, when we taste, smell, touch, it is just like clicking. And image is captured in your mind. When you direct contact with the object, this is not vasana. We can say this is the bhog. This time you are tasting, you are enjoying direct. So this is the bhog. But after some time, you were missing something. It was so beautiful, it was so nice, it was so tasty. So this is the vasana. This is the impression. Impression means there is no direct contact with gross object, but you are experiencing something. It may be bad experience, it may be good experience. So vasana is always follow you like a ghost. Wherever you go, your mind will be with you. And mind has unlimited captured images of objects. Not only in this life, we had so many life and their experiences. Mind is. In modern science of psychology, you use the word unconscious mind. Vedanta simply use mind. You can call it chitta. So give up the vasana. Why? So now we are entering in this topic. Gyate vastunyapi balavati vasana anadiresha. Before to understand this topic, we have to think about how to start it. It was going dialogue between disciple and master. It was a sequence. So disciple asked the question to Guru, we know Brahman. We know Brahman very clearly. I have studied. I have done meditation. Sometimes in my mind, it is very clear that I am the Brahman. Then why do we forget again and again? What is the cause? Why does it not happen like other objective knowledge? See the process of knowledge. The process of knowledge says, once you have known one thing, it is known. I explain it. Once you've known something, it is like a chair. You have a chair and you know, this is the chair. You have known. Now chair becomes known. One thing, one object you cannot know twice. You cannot. There is no option. Once you have known, knowledge had happened. There is no need to know something again and again. There is no way. The objective system of the knowledge says, once knowledge has become known, you cannot know it again. You can remember. You can forget it. You can forget it. But you can say, oh, I forget. But I was aware about that. But realization of the supreme reality, it is not like objective knowledge. See the difference between objective knowledge and subjective knowledge. What the difference between two? Objective knowledge is once if you have known, it's known. But with this realization, it does not happen. Once you have understood the Brahman, it does not mean you have understood. So you have to practice again and again. It does not mean you got it. Very, very opposite. This knowledge is very opposite of objective knowledge. The reason is we are very deeply identified with our body, our pranas. Not only in this life, we have lived so many lives, and we have this notion that I am the body. We have been taught by everyone, every way, that you are the body. Life to life, we have been trained as a body. Subtle body, gross body, human body, animal's body, bird's body. We have taken all bodies. We have enjoyed. So the impressions of the all bodies we have taken before. And these expression and these notions have taken deep root in our intellect, and we are firm about it. We do not have any doubt. We are so clear. I am the body. I am the body without any question. However, bodies come and go, even though we are not aware that we are not body. Any particular body is not fixed for us. Bodies are coming and going. It changes in a certain period of time, but I am the body. This thought became like permanent. Having cut this notion, then you can understand I am not the body. So sometimes this thought, I am the body, is a wrong notion. This is the vasana. This is the vasana. Very subtle vasana. Very subtle impression. And, and once we have accepted that I am the body, then automatically thought will come, I am the doer. I am the experiencer. And when this thought will come, this thought is bound to happen. The seeker of truth, Shankaracharya says, Karta Bhokta Ahamiti Drada Yosi Sansar Hetu. This is the cause of the universe. So seeker of the truth should remove this notion. You are known to the Brahman. As I told before you, only Brahman is known. You cannot forget it. Brahman, only Brahman is known. But because of this vasana, so remove. Shankaracharya says, sansara hetu. Sapaneya. Apneya means remove. So seeker of the truth should remove this notion. Question will arise, how? How to remove? He says, the practicing again and again that I am the Brahman. Now we have practiced. We have already so many notions, so strong notions that I am the body. Now you start, I am not body. I am the Brahman. I am not the mind. I am not the intellect. So 5 sheaths. I am not the body, not the prana, not the mind, not the intellect. And slowly, slowly, sometimes you will experience that you are not body. But again impression will come. And you may forget your essential nature again. You have practice. Only way is practice. However, slowly, slowly these impressions of previous lives start decaying. He says, Vasana Tanavam. Tanavam means it starts decaying. If you practice continuously that I am the Brahman, I am not the body, not the mind, slowly, slowly vasanas will be started weaklings. Mukti prahu tadiya munayo vasana. And when all vasanas will annihilated, completely destroyed, Those who have experienced liberation, the realized person, they say this is the liberation. Liberation is not nothing else. It is a liberation. Now, next one. Aham mameti yo bhavo dehaga क्षादा वनात्मनि अध्यासोयम निरस्तव्यो विदुष्वासात्म निष्ठया. I repeat again. Aham mameti yo bhavo deha क्षादा वनात्मनि अध्यासोयम निरस्तव्यो विदुष्वासात्म निष्ठया. The translation says, this notion of me and mine exists in the body, sense organs, etc., which are not self. The wise must end the false identification by being firmly established in the self. See again translation. The idea of me and mine in the body and organs, which are non-self. This supreme position, the wise one must put a stop to by identifying oneself with the Atma. See, when I am doer, I am an experiencer, this thought comes. Maham mameti bhava. And this only world is, our world is only I-ness and my-ness. I am, ego, and my possession. See, when I am doer and I am experiencer, this thought is working in our mind, then I-ness and my-ness happens. This false I-ness and my-ness with the body are sometimes with organs. See, sometimes I say I am walking, I am watching, I am hearing, I am going. So our eye is not fixed. It's akshadu. Aksha means organs. Sometimes it is with eyes, I am watching. So that time your eye is with eye, I am hearing. That time the same eye is with your ear, I am tasting. The same eye now is with tongue. Akshadu, anatmani. So these all are the anatma, not self. They are not self. Adhyasoyam. So Shankaracharya says, this is the adhyas. Adhyas means supreme position. I-ness and my-ness. First, I-ness happens in your body or your sense organs. Then my-ness comes. This is my property. This is my family. This is my table. This is my house. So first I-ness, ego is happens. Then my-ness is coming. This is my property, my property. So Shankaracharya says, aham mameti yo bhavo, the thought of I-ness and my-ness, where dehadav, akshadav, deha, gross body, are in prana, mind, intellect, everywhere, adhyasavayam. So these are the supreme position. This body is not your nature. And you understand that I am the body, this is the supreme position. Adhyaso nirastavya. Shankaracharya says, this adhyas, the supreme position, should we end it? Should we reject it? Negate it? And what is the way? Swatmanishtaya. Only way is, there is no two way. Only way is you just think about yourself, your pure nature. Your pure nature is, I am not the body, I am not the prana, I am pure consciousness. I am absolute consciousness. So this the way, only the way you think I am the pure consciousness, Tat Tamasi Bhava. That Brahman and I is not different. So then you can negate this all process of adhyasa. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Sankaracharyam Keshavam Vadarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Puna Puna Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshina Murtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.